Ink ribbon.
Prisoner name, Billy Cohen. ID number, D-1036. Former 2nd Lieutenant Marine Corps. Age, 26. Height, 5 foot 9 inches. Weight, 163 pounds. Transfer destination, Regarthon Base. Convicted of first-degree murder, court-martialed and sentenced to death by the 073rd Military Tribunal. Sentenced to be carried out upon arrival. Samuel Megan, Commander, Dunnell Marine Base. Warning: this device should only be used when inspecting difficult-to-access car roofs or when connecting special trains. Return to its proper location after use. Instructions: 1. Where to use. There is a ladder outside the small window by the first floor section door of the third carriage. Fire the device so that it hooks high onto the ladder. 2. Using the winch to climb. After securing the hook, use the winch to lift yourself up. This grappling hook can only lift one person at a time. Be aware that the unit may be damaged if lifting more than 80 kilograms. Stained with blood, some sections are illegible. 8 miles north of Raccoon City, in the Arklay Mountains, lies our company's management training facility. It was shut down years ago. Now we are conducting a preliminary study into the reopening of the facilities. First Investigation Unit is already on site and opening the investigation. I want your team to provide support. The following orders are from William Burt first. The rest is torn and unreadable. When closing the dining car, supervisors are asked to switch off the automatic doors after ensuring all staff have vacated the car. The main automatic door power switch is located on the roof of the 5th car. Inspections will take place when the train is garaged. After inspections are complete, use the ladder at the rear of the 2nd floor of the dining car. Umbrella Corps, Maintenance Department. July 14th. Orders came from the boss today. Looks like we're in charge of investigating the remains of Arklay Mountain's laboratory. We're moving in 2 groups, with us in the initial group, assigned to start checking what's left of the abandoned experiment. July 16th. Unfortunately, the test productions of B.O.W. type Y139 had to be suspended because of this investigation. It's the same with type Y139. There's still so much we don't know about the responses to the crustacean T-virus. There's a lot of interesting research left. Depending on the species and nurturing conditions, only minus doses of T bring about remarkable changes in solidity, size, multiplication of internal toxins, and brain development. If these effects can be controlled, a powerful weapon could be produced. But the sudden development of the shell results in a corresponding fragility. Certain areas become exceedingly weak. Problematically, one of these areas is the head carapace, this lab we are going to. Were they pursuing the same research? It would certainly help to find data and samples that would help us in our research. June 19th. The day is finally approaching. I am growing more anxious. The Raccoon City newspapers and TV stations are full of reports about the bizarre murders in the suburbs. It can't be the virus, can it? If it is... No, I can't think of that now. I have to concentrate on the investigation and make sure it goes smoothly. Using the brake control. The following 3 steps are necessary to operate the brakes. Step 1. Activating the controls. Brake controls are located in the following locations. First car driver's compartment. Rear deck of the 5th car. To activate the system, you must insert the magnetic card into the device in the 5th car. This will supply power to both sets of controls. Step 2. Enter rear deck code. Enter the code for the rear deck unit to release the lock. After this, the driver's compartment code can be input. Step 3. Enter driver's compartment code. Enter the code for the driver's compartment unit to remove the lock. Upon completion of these 3 steps, the manual brakes will be available for use.
Yeah, the
key card for the driver's compartment's in my bag as always, but I need the other guy's key too to open the damn thing. But it looks like I've lost it somewhere. If it was a normal key, someone would be sure to turn it in, but this key is, different. I'll look for it too, but if you happen to find it, please hand it in. Thanks in advance.
Training facility mission. This training facility will raise a new generation of model employees to serve the future of the Umbrella Corps. Applying the strictest and most rigorous training standards, this facility will, without regard for gender, race, or creed, produce the best candidates to be global future leaders of the Umbrella Corporation. We look forward to the development of your leadership qualities. Training facility guidelines. Discipline, obedience, unity. These 3 words are the basic principles that govern the Umbrella Corporation employees, and they are to be considered the law of this facility. Keep these words in mind at all times, devote yourself to your training, and bring honor to yourselves and the corporation. James Marcus, Director, Umbrella Corporation Management Training Facility.
This document is very old. Much of the writing is illegible. Regular meetings of the Vaccine Research and Infections Agents teams will be held. Both meetings are Security Level 5 and will be held in the following locations. First floor West Operations Control Room. Second floor Southeast Meeting Room. The entry code shall be 815. Thank you.
December 4th. We finally did it. The new virus. We have called it the Progenitor. I want to carry it back and start detailing investigations immediately. March 23rd. Spencer says he's going to start a company. Well, I don't care as long as I can continue my research into Progenitor. He can do what he likes. August 19th. Spencer keeps asking me to be the director of his new training facility. Maybe it's because of the business, but he's becoming intolerably pushy. Maybe I can turn this into my advantage. I need a special facility to properly explore all the virus's secrets. A place where no one will get in my way. November 30th. Damn that Spencer. He came to complain to me again today. He thinks of Progenitor as nothing more than a money-spinning tool. Fool. But if his influence continues to grow, it can only be bad for my research. If I am to properly develop Progenitor, I must strengthen my position too. September 19th. At last, I've discovered a way to build a new virus with Progenitor as a base. Mixing it with LEECH DNA was the breakthrough that I needed. I call this new virus T for Tyrant. October 23rd. It's no good. I can't hope for real progress by experimenting on mere rodents. Only humans are a proper mammalian subject for the experiments. Otherwise, I'll never make any real progress. November 15th. Someone seems to suspect something about my experiments, but perhaps it's just my imagination. Well, if anyone does get too close, they'll find themselves unexpectedly assisting in my research. January 13th. At last, they are ready. My wonderful leeches. Those of low intelligence will never know the privilege of tasting this sense of joy and satisfaction. Now finally, I can move against Spencer. Soon I will control everything. January 31st. The devices I set to protect my work have been disturbed. It appears someone came looking for T and the leeches. Fool. No doubt the work of Spencer's group. February 11th. Today, I again found evidence of tampering with the entrance to the labs. If that is what they're after, I must find a suitable way to deal with them. Perhaps I should have William and Albert smoke out the pests. Those two are the only ones I trust. Apart from my beloved leeches, of course. But Spencer, it wouldn't end there, would it? I will announce T at the next director's meeting and collect my just rewards. September 2nd. A useless bunch of trainees, as always. Where does headquarters find these idiots? We did get a couple of decent ones though, so I can't complain, I guess. William and Albert.
they might have a future. September 25th. Scholar Will, Practical Al. They really are opposites. And they're always competitive in everything they do. There's something ruthless and cruel about them both. October 7th. Got a sudden call from the director. It was to tell me to encourage a rivalry between those two. It's the first time since this training facility was built that Director Marcus has ever shown interest in anything other than his research. Well, whatever. Orders are orders. I'm going to have them tearing at each other's throats. Due to the recent lightning strike, the power regulator continues to be inoperative. It wouldn't really matter about the power except for the fact that the boiler room equipment is in the same grid. The equipment is so run down. I will probably have to have it fixed up all the time. If you wish to exit rapidly, set the indicator to 70. Check first, though, that everything is connected to the chain. The moon bows to the earth swears loyalty to the sun, and the great law of the sun governs all things. This itself is the keystone, the pointer to glory. All our hands cannot open the door to the heaven. What is it that Director Marcus is researching all the time? And what's with his weird interest in leeches? Interest seems more like love at times. Rumor has it that there's something dangerous about those leeches. It is true that when Dennis just touched one, he got ill with fever. Again today, there were those horrible moans beyond that door. Let sleeping dogs... No way I'll go near them. Even if the director tells me.
I don't want to end up
Like Dennis. That poor bastard. Scratching makes me itch just watching him. Must maybe go. If
I can but go.
Dennis gone.
I go.
Hungry. Help.
Mom.
Matthews K. Deceased. Disposal complete. Midge D. Deceased. Disposal complete. Keith W. Preserved as specimen. Savage C. Transported to research facilities. Royce M. Transported to research facilities. Davids A. Preserved as specimen. Clark A. Transported to research facilities. Ellens J. Transported to research facilities. Terrence O. Deceased. Disposal complete. Kate A. Transported to Arclay Laboratory. Jerry O. Deceased. Disposal complete. Scott S. Transported to research facilities. Mitchell F. Transported to research facilities. Carrie T. Transported to Arclay Laboratory. Roberts A. Transported to research facilities. Transported individuals to be deleted from the records. We're searching the facilities, and it looks like a lot of chemicals survived. Fortunately, the storage tanks are still full. We've just started and there's a lot we don't know, but it appears that the chemicals can be mixed to produce new substances. The chemicals are scattered all about, not because of the accident, more a result of a plain mismanagement. When we reopen the facilities, we'll have to develop a system for dealing with these chemicals. Something is scrawled on the back of the note. Red plus blue equals sulfuric acid. Green plus red equals stripping agent. This page has been torn out. Trouble is unlikely, but I closed my babies up in a special capsule. But it will not be safe if I hold on to it myself. I'll hide it in that place. To hide a leaf, put it in a forest. To open the capsule, the special stripping agent is necessary. No way Spencer's lackeys could figure out a way to make it. There's something written on the back of the photograph. To James, to commemorate your graduation, 1939. Dr. Marcus, co-founder with President Spencer of the Umbrella Corporation, disappeared 20 years ago. The results of his research have been kept under wraps for all that time. The reason became clear here at the training facility run by Dr. Marcus. Well, not here exactly, but underground. When we ventured below, we understood. There we found evidence of Dr. Marcus's research into the T-virus prototype called Progenitor. The evidence of years of hideous experimentation that used company employees as guinea pigs. We cannot know how many were forced to become subjects, but based on the evidence, no less than 20 individuals were involved. Some of them were taken deliberately to keep the corporation's secrets safe. Where the doctor is now, I do not know, but considering the recent rapid growth of the Umbrella Corporation, I cannot imagine that his research is continuing. No. His experiment lives and continues to grow in the dark. Those things, the fruit of his research, they fill this facility. The rest of the notebook pages are missing. February 3rd, 1978. Administered tea into 4 leeches. Their will to survive leads them to the first parasitism and predation. Then they breed and multiply. Such a single-minded biology makes them attractive candidates for bioweapons research. Afterwards, no major changes observed. February 10th, 1978. 7 days since administration of tea. Rapid growth for double former size. Signs of transformation emerging. Spawning successful. They double their numbers in 1 hour, but their ravenous appetites lead them to cannibalism. Hasten to increase food supply, but lost 2. March 7th, 1978. Provided them with live feed, but lost half when the live food fought back. However, the leeches are learning from experience and are beginning to exhibit group attack behavior. They are also ceasing cannibalism. Their evolution is exceeding expectations. April 22nd, 1978. The leeches no longer exhibit individual behavior. Even when not feeding, they move as a collective. They consume everything I will offer with remarkable efficiency. April 30th, 1978. An employee has stumbled onto my experiments. Can a human be a food source? How will the leeches respond? June 3rd, 1978. A day of worthy commemoration. Today they begin to mimic me. Surely they recognize their father. Wonderful children. No one will take you away. Today, under Director Marcus's orders, I changed the platform entry code. Later, I asked him what the source of the entry code was. He told me it was based on something significant in his children's growth. But the director's a loner. He isn't married, and he sure doesn't have any children. What did he mean? Research to date has shown when the progenitor virus is administered to living organisms, violent cellular changes cause a breakdown in the system. Furthermore, no satisfactory method has been found to control the organisms for use as weapons. Clearly, greater coordination at the cellular level is essential to enable further growth. I conducted a number of experiments in an effort to find a breakthrough. This is my report. Insecta, perhaps because these ancient animals have been genetically stable for millennia, when administered with the progenitor virus, they exhibit only explosive, high-energy growth and increased aggressiveness. It is extremely difficult to envision using them as a B.O.W. Amphibia. Injecting a frog with the virus resulted in an increase in leaping power and abnormal tongue growth. However, no change in mental ability was observed. Furthermore, an abnormal appetite resulted in the test subject randomly attacking all moving objects. Usefulness for B.O.W. is limited. Mammalia. The progenitor virus was merged with a monkey's cellular DNA, resulting in increased fertility. The resulting young exhibited improved aggressiveness and some increased mental capacity. As a side effect, visual power was lost, but this was offset by an improvement in hearing ability. However, they were unsatisfactory as weapons. It does seem that no progress can be made without making humans the base organism. The fluid used in batteries is a diluted solution of mixed water and sulfuric acid. Both must be of high purity. When fully charged, battery fluid should have a specific gravity of 1.280 positive, negative 0.010 at 20 degrees Celsius. Battery acid purity. Take care that the diluted sulfuric acid solution is of a sufficient purity. We should have finished with this dump long ago. When all this started, did anyone expect there would be guns blazing away like this? We weren't told a thing about these creatures attacking us at the briefing. Guess they were a surprise to the head honchos too. The things in the woods just started to attack people. That had to be planned. Someone deliberately scattered that virus, no doubt about it. But the guards, our fellow soldiers, they still must be around. Well, whatever. Don't have to worry about that anymore. What I've got to worry about is whether to use my last bullet on myself or on a friend. That's the only decision I have to make. May 10th. Damn it. Why is normal industrial waste being delivered here? This is an umbrella corporation facility. We can't deal with this volume of material. Plus, they're sending us contaminated materials that we can't process. What are we supposed to do with it? July 24th. Well, looks like they're closing it down. Not surprising, using it like they did. Had to be done, but it was pretty sudden. It's not like they cared until now. Anyway, as long as I get out of here, I don't care what they do. To open the heliport in case of emergency, follow the procedures below. Removing the lock. There are 4 locking mechanisms in the room which must be activated in this order. 1. Southwest side. 2. Northwest side. 3. Southeast side. 4. West side. Turn each of the mechanism's handles to unlock the gate.